welcome to my channel. My name is Eve. This is Everyday Artist, and welcome. This is Rogue. Say hi, Rogue. No, say hi. There you go. Hi. It is I believe, 27th. It's a Monday, the last week of July. I can't believe how fast this month has gone. But at least we're heading into the marginally cooler temps of the fall. We had a very high temperature this week, and it's been hot and humid, and I know our humidity is nothing next to the humidity of Florida and Georgia and places like that. Hank, come on up here. Come on. No, don't go that way. Hank is not quite sure where he wants to be right now, and he doesn't want on the couch. He doesn't want to go. He's just sitting staring at me. I don't know. Sometimes don't you wish your animals could talk and tell you what it is they want? I think he wants to go OUT, but it is very hot already, and I don't want to forget that he's out there and not get up and let him in. But if that's what he wants, that's what I'll give him. Anyway, if he doesn't move from here, then I'll know that's what he wants. I have a finish. I have a mostly finish. And I didn't really crochet this week. I was concentrating on finishing Night Window. And now he laid down right there. If he bumps the tripod, I apologize. So I did finish Night Window by TinyModernist. I took the class last weekend, and I love the class. I love this piece. It's so beautiful. And so I pushed to finish it. I want to FFO it. I have all the stuff. There's the fox window. There's the owl window. And here's the last one, the moth window. They're so pretty. I'm not sure when I'll FFO it. The air conditioner kicked on, and I'm not turning it up so that it won't. So I hope you can still hear me. Now, she gave this exclusive pattern as a gift, I think I told you last week, to everyone who took their class. This is Raven Moon by TinyModernist, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, I want to finish that. It goes with this. It's all the same colors except there's one additional color, but it goes with it. I'm not going to start this. I'll explain why in a minute. So I've been working real hard also on TinyModernist, on TinyModernist Dark Forest, doing this, and I did it for the book cover class, and I finished the stitching part of it. I'm just working on the back stitching, and it's a good thing there's back stitching around these antennae because they don't show up at all. But I'll eventually get the back stitching done. I'll work on it mornings during my morning stitching, which is generally 10 minutes or so, and then I start on the rest of my day and what kind of stitching is going to be in the rest of my day. Now, on WIPGO, I have a project, a WIP, and a new start. I am not going to do that next month. That will be next week, right? I'm not going to do that next month. I'm getting a lot of new starts that are just one thread. And then you can't make any significant progress on them because you didn't start them with any kind of progress. So one of the ones I'm supposed to start this month is Love Poppet's Pumpkin Toad, and I just love this pattern. It's adorable. I did start it, and as I said, a tiny little start. Yes, I know those aren't crossed, but I ran out of thread. So I did start it, and this isn't a stem. This is where his little fingers come over the pumpkin. And I wanted to work more on it, but I wanted to finish Night Window. So next year, if I do WIPGO, it's not going to have new starts on it. If I start something new, it'll be because I want to start something new and work on it for an extended period of time. Because I did this as a new start last year on WIPGO. This is Hands-On Design Blackberry. And they're not overly difficult, but you have to really concentrate on what you're doing. And I only did like 3 days on this, but only a couple hours on those days. And it looks like nothing, but I was talking at the stitching group that I go to. So I didn't get as much progress as I would like. I still have 2 more days to do on it. If I get them done, I get them done. It's a possibility. But I won't get that much more work on it. And that's because when I picked it up, it was that and that. That's it. So not a significant amount of progress, and I'd like to put more in on Pumpkin Toad so that when I pick it up again, it's got more done, not just barely started. I put in 1 thread or something and call it started, and that's not starting a project. So next is Temperature Pets by JaceBreeze. And I'm doing the cat and dog line. There's a new color there. Temperature's over 115. Now, yesterday's official temperature was 109, but my phone was telling me it was 118. And it felt at 118. It was hot. The air conditioner was going off constantly yesterday, trying to cool the house. So I don't believe that 109. But it could be that it was 109 and felt like 118. So far, we just have 1 day at that really hot temperature. So much for the cool days with the rain. I thought, oh, maybe it'll stay kind of low, and no. That's no. And then we have CrazzyStitch. In this house we do Geek. It's just called We Do Geek. Ah, the air conditioner went off. Now maybe you can hear me. I did not work on it a whole lot. I just got more of the E in. Every time I look at it, I'm like, well, if I'm going to frog that, I'd rather frog than stitch. And I know that doesn't make sense, but I want to get it ready to put the new stuff in. I'm like, no, finish it. Now, once it's finished, completely finished, I'll do the other new start for this month, which is another CrazzyStitch pattern, Droids Abbey Road. This is supposed to be a new start for this month, and I just decided that I'm not going to do that. I had 2 new starts this month already, 3 if you count Pumpkin Toad. Excuse me. 3 if you count Pumpkin Toad, and I don't need any more new starts. I'm wanting to finish things. Not apparently the things that were on WIPGO, but you know. So I did more work on Art Deco Summer by, now it's called Sunflower Crossstitch. And this one, if I work on it, it'll just be one more day. I know. I wanted to go in and put in their antenna, but this one isn't done. This little blue one. He needs a body, and I could not find that thread. I just couldn't find it. And I said, I'm not going to finish this month, so I think if I do WIPGO next year, I think I'll do it differently. You know, put 2 or 3 projects, maybe 4 of the larger ones, put them on more than once, and not put any new starts on there. Because I have a tendency to, if I want to start something, I'll start it. I don't need WIPGO to tell me to start it. So, that. Now, next month. Helen D is doing a start along with Counting Puddles, Raven's Harvest Moon. And I had this pattern from Nashville, and I want to start it with her. I don't know if she's calling it an official start along, or if she's just starting it next month, and she said, you know, you can start it with me if you want. And so I'm going to. I'm calling this my cross-stitch camp piece, but I may not even post it on cross-stitch camp because I'm not going to finish it in a month. But if I apply myself the way I did to the 2 pieces I worked on this month, I'll get some significant progress on it, and then I'll just keep it where I can work on it. I love this. I just love it. But I had some dyed fabric that was too light. I dyed it myself. So I dyed this one. And it's much darker. And I checked all the colors show up. So that's what I'm going to be using. When I was dyeing it, I thought it was significantly darker than what it turned out. But it's dark enough. I could have dunked it in that again and gotten it a little bit darker, but it's dark enough. I'm happy. I think it'll look good at that color. So the two WIPGO pieces for next month are Cougar Canyon by Pigeon Coop. And I have a small start. This fabric, the count was significantly smaller than I realized, so I cut the fabric too big. That's the start I have on that. Now, I'm not going to do the new starts for next month because I'm working on Raven's Harvest Moon, and I don't want to take time away from it to start 2 new projects and not get any progress on them. And the other WIPGO piece is Hedgehog by Maria Bravko. And this is deceptive. It's in her easy selections. And it is easier than some of those that I've done of hers. But it's a lot of counting. And this is all that I have. So I'm going to have to check that I have all the colors in the bags. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start doing what Unfinished Stitches does. I'm going to start just leaving those in there until the project is done, because chasing after colors is time consuming and annoying, and I'm not going to do it anymore. So if I don't find them in my store of threads I'm not using, I'm just going to take them, I'm just going to go buy new ones and put them in there so that they stay in there, and if the project is ready to go every time I pick it up, because I'm finding it very frustrating. Now, the Raven that TinyModernist did uses all the same colors except one. There's one that's added and one that's not used. And so I'm going to add in that color. The air conditioner is so loud. I'm so sorry. I'm going to add in that color and just leave the threads as they are until I'll take out the one that isn't there. And I'll leave them in there until I'm ready to start it, and it'll be kitted up. So, well, except for the fabric, I might get that too. Yeah. All right, well, that's everything I have. I hope you guys had a great July. This July has been really toasty, and the weather this year has been unbelievable. The weather they're having in Europe has been unusual, and you know, Spain and France are having trouble with forest fires just like we do here in Arizona and some of these western states where there's less moisture, and we know what that's like. So I've been praying for all those people that have lost their homes, and it's really close to the city of Bordeaux, and that's a big city. So let's pray that those firemen are able to get that fire under control. They have high winds, and it's pretty bad. And we've got some bad forest fires in New Mexico, Arizona, and California. So we have the same problem. So that's everything. and I will see you in a week. Bye.